Welcome everybody, Will Bradley here with the Natural Born Hunter podcast. I'm currently live in Phil Mendoza's grand opening at No Limits Archery. Joining me is Aaron Snyder, who I'm sure you all know from the podcast, from Kafaru International, maker of the world's greatest backpacks. And we have our supermodel Lance Banning in today, who will be modeling a brand new prototype pack which nobody else has seen before. Aaron, tell us a little bit about this thing.
So Lance had mentioned to me before, go ahead and turn back around, he needed a pack for some of the adventure race, like train to hunt type of archery shoots. I needed a pack that I could shoot 3D tournaments with, so we put Eric Bender, our head designer at Kafaru, on this. The arrows, you can slide them in and out, not for broadheads, just for field tips. The sleeve goes all the way to the bottom, so it'll fit. These arrows here are 30 inches. It's got a roll top sleeve. One of the reasons that is overload. The other reason is if you roll this towards the arrows, it actually gives it some compression against the arrows. If you roll this down and away, they'll slide out more freely. Once this is rolled down, it's got two vertical straps. That way if you need to overload it, you can. We've got a new matrix system that Eric Bender had come up with. Rather than doing our normal belt loops, or Cordura tab loops, this is a Hypalon material that the belt pouches or a pals matrix will fit into. It's got a cord back here. You can expand it away from the frame from the bag, so you can use it as a meat shelf. Or grab it will also work on this, so you can attach your bow to this as well. So you could put an elk quarter between this, use it as a day pack for hunting, easy enough. But you also, can use it for like 3D tournaments, which I expected. Now Lance's version, go ahead, turn back around. Lance does not have a belt on this one, but you can run a duplex frame belt on it. It comes off. You don't have to wear it if you don't want to. In the case of shooting 3D tournaments, I don't use a belt. Lance carrying 100 pounds on a dead spring, he may have a belt on. Lance is really tough though. He may not need a belt.
So this model, you can use it for, say, train to hunt, the 20-pound sandbag or the 100-pound sandbag, not a problem.
That's great.
It's pretty badass. Ladies and gentlemen, Kafaru is always pushing the limits when it comes to packs and what they're coming out with. This, if you're involved in any of these sports, obviously you know how much of a game changer this is now, that you can have one pack for both days of the event that's meant for you. Really, that's what they've done. They've built something that is meant for the hunter athletes out there, and for you guys going out there shooting and banging away on 3D courses. This thing's perfect. You don't have to look like some kind of, well, I won't get into it, but you don't have to use the sweet seats or anything like that. You now have a pack that you can walk around looking like a manly man, badass like Lance here.
So I'll tell you, like my first impressions, I've been using the E&E bag. The E&E bag there's no barrier between your back and like the sandbags or whatever you're going to be having in there for weight. So once you throw a belt on this thing, I think having like the actual frame as that barrier is going to be a huge game changer. Actually, that's just first impressions putting it on. It's my first time putting this on. I mean, couple that with the belts, you probably got something.
Well, and I think that the one thing that most people are missing when they're with a versatile pack is you're covering maybe 60% of everything really well. What we wanted to cover with this was 100% of everything you do, whether it's a 3D tournament or train to hunt, something like that, meaning you've got your normal pack you can wear around town. All right, boom, you've got your 25, 35 pounds in for the one challenge course or whatever they call that. The arrows can be here if you need extra arrows. Like I know a lot of guys are rubber banding arrows onto their bow quivers. You can carry extra arrows here. And then when you need to go with the heavy meat pack, you just extend that bag away from the frame, and you can do that as well. Take all that crap off, and you can wear it back home and run to the gym, and it looks like a good pack, and not something that was meant for beating the brush.
So I'd actually been wondering, with Phil's competition, the Alpha Bow Hunter Challenge he's got coming up, of course, you're going to be taking 6 arrows with you, and I was wondering, I only have a tight spot, holds 5 arrows. I was wondering where's the 6th one going to go. Then I see this today, and it's like, oh, perfect timing. Aron has made something, a place for my 6th arrow to go while carrying the weight. You know, honestly, if I could, I would probably steal this from him and take it with me, but I'm trying to stay on his good side, so I'm not going to do that today at least.
What? You could do a flat brim against bend brim.
Flat brim against bend brim, yeah. I think that probably what originally this was intended for may not have been like what it ended up being going to work for, meaning like the train to hunt. When something goes on the design table for us, it's not like a lot of companies. We take 1, 2, 3 years. We started doing this over 8 months ago when I started shooting 3Ds again. I went and I said, hey vendor, can you design me a lightweight pack that I can shoot 3D tournaments in, hold my Snickers, whatever the case might be, my jacket, some Mountain Ops Yeti. And it turned into, as that kind of progressed, I thought, man, the train to hunt guys can use this. And then next thing you know, we have this. And it may change a couple more times. We build it all right in our facility in Wheat Ridge, so I can have that rebuilt in a day and throw one to Lance or Will. They can pick it apart. So it will be coming soon. It's just not ready immediately, and we have not named it yet. Will had a good idea for it.
I'm thinking the Natural Born Hunter pack. You know, we'll see how that goes over. I would license the name to you for free, for no cost at all.
That's nice of you, Will.
I throw in a hat.
That's great. Yeah, everybody, these are the hats. I'll show you the difference. Lance is cool. Look at Lance's hat.
I think we could all agree both of them could use a flatter brim, but you know, this is about the pack, it's not about their looks. So
I think I heard you and Phil speak about this one time, and it's right up there in the same as like a skinny jeans team.
Skinny.
I've learned.
I think there's a lot of people out there who want to see you in skinny jeans, Lance.
So this week,
homosexual.
this past week, I've been doing a rotation in a vet hospital at one of the college campuses here in Colorado. I'm exposed to a lot with what I do, right? You guys know that. And what I've learned, in order to fit in, you need a pet pig, a hair comb over or a flat brim, and skinny jeans. Pet pigs.
Pet pig, I did not know that.
Seeing them every day.
Actually, here's the skinny jeans story. So my buddy's mom is an ER nurse, and this guy came in, he passed out on the dance floor, right? His pants, he had these leather pants on that they were so tight that when they cut them off, they cut off the circulation from one half of his body to the other, and he passed out from it. But when they cut him off, they found something they didn't expect. The guy had a sausage taped to the inside of his leg.
To make it look better?
Yeah, to make everything look better.
That should tell you who you're
cut them off, and there they were. So I think the lesson here is stay away from pants that are too skinny.
And flat brim. That's all for today. Thank you.